Hey everybody, it's Strict9 with Strict9 GP, and welcome to another episode of my Out of the Park Baseball 20 playthrough with the Phillies. And this is a playoff episode, but it'll probably be a short one, the way things are looking right now. Even though we won the division, we didn't get a great draw in the playoffs. We're playing Arizona, and they've got home field advantage. And Arizona, this team won the World Series 2 years ago, and uh, they're still pretty tough. We're down 2 games to none in a 5 game series, so we're up to that clinching game for them. And the big thing has been their offense. We just haven't been able to, even though our pitching is probably our strongest part of the team, their offense is solid. They've just been dominating, really. A few players hitting 400 or above. I mean, well, a couple players mainly. And our pitching, hasn't been too great. Starting pitching, Nate McAfee went in the first game, gave up 5 runs in 6 innings, I think. Um, but this is, I'll give you a little recap of how it's gone. That first game, McAfee, like I say, he gave up 5 runs in the first 2 innings, but we came back, tied the game. Bullpen looked solid. Took them to extra innings, and they wound up winning bottom of the 10th, 6-5. And then that second game, we went with Barbarossa as a starter. Probably regret that. He gave up 5 runs early, and we couldn't come back. 7-3 final there. And so now in this game 3, they've got Contreras going as the starter, but I'm probably going to go with Dion. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on that guy, but I think he's the best choice we've got left of any of the pitchers in a rotation. But in terms of offense, one of the biggest disappointments so far, even though he's got a home run, has been Josh Gordon. I think he struck out like 5 or 6 times, especially with key at bats when runners are on base. Steve Bond looking really bad, 1 for 9. Ian Norman 0 for 8, hasn't even got a hit. So I'm hoping that we can at least push out. We're at home today. I'm hoping that we can at least push him a little bit further, maybe into game 4 or 5 anyway. So here we go. I'm going to probably change this lineup a little bit. They've got a lefty going up against us. I don't know if we're all that strong against lefties, but let me take a look at the lineup and see what we got. So we've got Koopman, Bond, Gutierrez, Gordon, Riggs. I am going with Riggs in this one. I still think this guy's going to wake up and start playing up to his potential. McGuire, Norman, so at short is the big question here. Who do I go with at short? I mean, Perez against lefties, he's pretty decent. I guess I'll put Perez in there at shortstop. Why am I not allowed to control this team? Okay, let me go to the options. Oh, sorry. That would do it. All right, go back to the lineups. I'm going to put Perez in there at short, having bat 8th. And then I'm going with, like I say, I'm going with Dion, and hope that even though it's a big pressure situation, hope that he responds. I mean, he's had a pretty solid year overall, so let's hope we can do it. I don't have a whole lot of hopes, though. I got to be honest. This offense is crazy good for Arizona, so let's get it started. First batter up. Looks like the weather's pretty nice, though, if it means anything. Arizona has a closed field, so rain not a factor in that series at all. So first batter, a short pop-up center field. Bond makes the catch. Now we got Palco up, who's a spray hitter. 2-2 count. And he strikes him out. So 2 up, 2 down. And now Suzuki, this guy has been on fire. He was an international free agent. They picked him up, I guess, in the offseason. he's had a solid year, but man, he has looked good in the playoffs, hitting 571. I almost hate pitching to him, but no guys on, and that's what he's been doing. That's probably going to fall in. Nope. Diving catch from Bond, and he was injured. Damn. Not good. So am I going to have to take him out, or is he okay? It didn't say anything. I can't remember. I may have to replay that one. Let's see if he remains in the game. Okay, there we go. Now Koopman leading off. We got to get an offense going today. The first game wasn't so bad. If we just hadn't fallen in such a hole, we might have done something. And man, Koopman hitting a hard one deep to left field, home run. That'll start it off right. Koopman, he barely hits a home run in the season. I mean, his power. Just to give you an idea, 5 out of a 20 scale. You have 5 home runs all year. Now Steve Bond up, 1-1 count. And he pops up to short center. Should be an easy out. So now we got Gutierrez in. He's also struggled a little bit, 222 in the series. And another weak pop-up, this time short left field, easy out. So now we got Gordon. He's going up against a lefty. This could be not good. And pop-up short right, they played the shift, but it falls in. So a base hit for Gordon. His average up to now 333. So despite the strikeouts, maybe he's waking up the right time. Now Sean Riggs, full count. And he draws a walk. That is one good thing about Riggs. His I rating is really high. And now we got Aguirre. This could be a tough at-bat for him. But he lines it out to right field. I'm gonna leave Gordon there. He's really slow. But Ian Norman, coldest hitter on the team right now. And it's a 2-2 count. And he hits that one deep to center field. And what just happened? And we're going to score. Sorry, that was a glitch in the animation. And I don't know if it'll replay it, but he hit it deep to center. It fell in. Bases clearing double. It's 4-0 now. Wencio Perez up. And a weak grounder should probably end the inning. But what a way to start the game. 4-0. Now we just got to hope Dion can hold on. It's top of the second. Another tough hitter, a pull hitter. I'm going to play him to shift a little bit. Just probably a weak shift to the right. And he's in the hole already, 3-0. But he's got the green light, I guess, and grounds out the first. Joe High up. 1-2 count. And ground ball to Perez. Perez is pretty solid even for his age at short, so that should be good. And now we got Josh Nye up, full count. And he hits that one hard and deep. That might be out of here, but nope. Aguirre catches it short of the warning track. So 2 innings down for Arizona, and we're still up 4-0. Ken Dion leading off. It's a 1-2 count. Not sure how good a hitter he is. Not good. Strikes out, swinging. Now Koopman, who had that big home run to lead it off. And that one may fall, and it does. Second base hit for Koopman. He's now hitting .545 in this series, so he's playing good. And he's got 3 stolen bases. The good thing, this guy pitching now has a pretty good hold rating, but their catcher arm is pretty low, pretty weak. So we've been stealing some bases in the series. Another hit from Gutierrez, and Koopman going to try for third, and he's in there. So first and third, 1 out for... No, sorry, that was Steve Bond. Now we got Gutierrez up. Maybe a double steal would be good. Oh, Gutierrez hammers that one. Home run. Second home run of the game from really an unlikely player, and we're up 7-0. Now, chasing the starter, we already got a reliever in. Arizona's bullpen is pretty solid as well. Gordon, who had a hit his last time up, he's down 0-2. And he hits that one really hard to right field, and it carries out of here. His second home run of the series, and it's 8-0 Philadelphia. So they didn't want to go out in a sweep, it looks like. So Riggs up now against Carlisle. He's down 1-2 though, and he swings and misses. I wish Riggs could really get going. Now Aguirre up a 1-2 count. And he hits that one to opposite field, but it's probably going to be caught. Yep. All right, so 4 more runs, 8-0. Just got to hope Dion gives us a solid outing here. 1 Leal up. And that's a hard hit ball to short. Perez throws him out. Kettler up, 2-2 count. And ground ball to third. Another pretty easy out. And now they got the pitcher slot up, and they're gonna let him bat. It's 1-0 count, and he lines it to the first base hit of the game for Arizona comes from the pitcher. Seems like when I'm playing out these games, you see a lot of pitcher hits. I don't know if it's out of the ordinary. Oh, and that was a smoker. And so Arizona's on the board, 4-2. 2 back-to-back hits, and now Arizona, they're not going to die easy, I know. It's 2-2 to Palco, and he gets him to swing and miss. All right, so we go to the bottom of the third. Ian Norman leading off. Full count. I'd like to see him get a hit here. He had a double, big double his last time up. He draws the walk. And so Perez coming up. 1-2 count. Swings and misses. I wouldn't mind seeing a well, Norman doesn't have good speed, but even a bunt would have been okay there. Dion pays back the favor. He gets a hit through the middle. So first and second. 1 out for Koopman, who's had a great game so far. Full count. And he hits that one really deep. That's probably going to move the runner over. So first and third now for Bond. Bond is 1 for 2 today, but he's down 1-2. Oh, and he gets hit. So he's on base. Bases loaded for Gutierrez, who had that big home run his last time up. And they're leaving Carlisle in. First pitch. Gutierrez, weak pop up to left, and I think that'll do it. All right, so 8-2 through 3. And the big hitter now, Suzuki up. And he's 3-1. He's going to probably draw a walk. All right, so Dion pitch count up to 47. I don't know how far he's going to go. He's got good stamina, though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play double play depth. But I'm not going to hold the runner. It's 2-2 count. Oh, and he hits him. All right, so now we're in trouble. Joe High. Looks like he's a normal type hitter, but he's got some good ratings. I'm still going to play double play depth here. Hope that and now that's going to be a liner to the left. Probably won't score a run, but loads the bases with no outs. Sorry. So I'm going to bring the infield in. Just hope that he either strikes him out or gets a ground ball at the short center field. I don't know if the runner's going to go. He does. And he's going to be in there. Weak throw from Bond. So it's 8-3 now. Now we got Juan Leal up. I'm going to go double play depth again. We need out of this inning. And that's going to be another pop fly to center. Runner stays at second. So now Kettler up. 3-1 count, and he's going to line that one up the middle. Base hit, scores a run. So we're 8-4 now. We're things are starting to look a little shaky. Let me visit the mound, see what's going on with Dion. He says he feels great, but we're gonna have to start showing some life here. And he gets who is that? Benjamin to strike out. But man, they are inching closer. It's 8-4. We go to the bottom of the fourth. A new pitcher in, Stan Gagne, but he's a good one. Got some good stuff rating against Gordon, who's had a great game so far. 2 for 2 with a home run. They're playing the hard shift on him, and he hits right to it, but he bobbles the ball, and he's going to be on with an error. I'll go with that for now. I'm going to leave Riggs in there. Portillo was a little bit hotter down the stretch, and Riggs lines one to left, so a base hit for him. His second time on base today. And Aguirre up in a big at-bat. Full count. And he draws a walk. Whew. This may be what we're going to have to do today. We're going to have to just keep pounding the runs in. So Norman up, he's 1 for 1. That big double that drove in 3. And he lines that one to center, but that's going to be caught. And the runner's going. Slow runner. And he makes it. A weak throw. So 9-4 now. 4th RBI for Norman in this game. Perez up. 1-0 count. And he hits that one hard to center. That's going to bounce off the fence. Scores 2 runs. He's going for third, and he's in there easy. A triple from Perez. And we're now 11-4. And Dion up against Gagne. A long fly ball would be nice here, but he gets an infield hit. Dion, his second hit of the game, and he drives in a run. It's 12-4. And they're going with a new pitcher now. Another good one. 20 stuff on this guy. Koopman leading off. Good game for him so far. And what's going on? Got some problems here. I'm gonna leave Dion at second. Seems like every time they have that pop up with if you want to move the runner over, it glitches out. I wish they would address that. I think they've tried to address it, but it still keeps coming back. And a walk there for Bond. Bases loaded again. Still just 1 out. I thought there were 2 outs, but no, just no outs for Gutierrez. Already had a home run today. And he hits that one through. And another run comes in. 2 runs come in. 14-4. Holy cow. I did not expect that. We got Gordon up. Can he keep it going? And he hits that one deep to center. That one may go out. It does. I don't think I've ever scored this many runs in a game that I've played out. We're up to 17 runs now. Gordon, a massive game. 3rd home run of the series, so he is definitely coming to life now. They chase another pitcher coming in there for Riggs, who's got a full count. And he hits that one hard. That one may be caught. And it is by the right fielder. So 2 away now for Aguirre. It's a 1-0 count. And he pops it up to center. That might end the inning, but 9 runs in this inning. Unbelievable. 15 hits in the game, and we're just now to the 5th inning. All right, so we got a tough few batters here for Dion, though. Howard leads it off, and he's already in the hole 3-1. And that one's going to get through for a base hit. Palco up. I'm going to double play depth and hold the runner. And he lines it to first, but the runner gets back. And I'm going to throw to first. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that was close. He's a speedy runner. Norman doesn't have a great arm. I'm gonna do again double play depth. Hold that runner and 3-1. And that's another base hit. Suzuki has been a tough out this whole series. So runners at first and second with just 1 out. Got a pull hitter up. I'm going to shift to the right. I'm going to do a hard shift, and then I'm going to shift that outfield out to the right. It's a 2-2 count, and he hits it right up into the shift. They get one, can't turn the double play. So 2 away now. Runners on the corner for Joe High. This guy has some decent ratings as well. It's an 0-2 count. And Dion, a big pitch to strike him out. So through 5, 17 to, well, through 4.5, it's 17-4. Looks like they're going with another pitcher, another good one, but Ian Norman leading off here. 2-2 count. I mean, we're going to be playing again in another day, so I'd like to really give that bullpen of Arizona a workout here. So Perez, who's had a decent game, 1 for 3, drove in a couple, had that big hit last time up, triple, and he strikes out looking. And now Dion, going to leave him in there. It's a 1-2 count. He's had 2 hits already, and he swings and misses. So we're going to the top of the 6th. Like to get one more inning out of Dion at least. He's already up to 88 pitches. I mean, I can't imagine them coming back from 13 down. Weak ground ball to Perez. He's got to hurry. It looks like he does. Toss to Gordon for the out. Leal up. He's swinging on the first pitch. If it's an out, that's what we need here. But deep fly ball to left. That's going to be caught, I would think. Riggs gets under it. And now Kettler, 2-1 count. And he lines that one, well, it's pop up to short center. And Bond there to make the out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Koopman leading off. He's 3 for 4 today. And first pitch, he may be swinging. Hits that one to right field. Fairly deep, but I think that's playable. And it's going to be caught. Now we got Steve Bond up. 0-1 count. And another weak pop-up to left this time. And he's going to be out. And now Gutierrez, 2 for 4, but he's driven in 5 runs today. That box score is going to be insane. The liner to center, so he fairly easy out. All right, I'm gonna let Dion pitch here. It's the pitcher batting. It's a 1-2 count. And he strikes him out, but that was pretty slow. That was 75. I'm going to visit the mound, see how he's doing. Yeah, he's about done. All right, so we got a lefty and Howard and then some righties coming up. I think I'm going to put, who should I go with here? I'm going to go with Hannibal. See if he can finish out this game. That would be the ideal situation. 0-1 count. And I don't have the warm-up rule on. And I know it probably adds a little bit more realism, but it's something I just prefer to leave off when I'm playing out these games. All right, so 2 down, Palco up, 2-2 count. And he hits that one deep to the alley, but I think it's, yep, Riggs hustles towards it, gets it. So we go to 7-inning stretch time, 17-4. Gordon leading off. He has been 2 for 4, scored 3 runs, driven in 4. 2-0 count. And he's hit. That's some shady play there. Now Riggs, 2-2 count. I'm leaving him in, but he strikes out. And Aguirre up. Aguirre 1 for 3 today. One of the few who haven't. Oh, and he hits that one hard. That may be out of here. And it is another home run. 19-4. I was saying that he's one of the few players on the team who hasn't driven in a run. Well, now he's got 2. And Ian Norman up again. 2-2 count. And he swings and misses. Still struggling, even though he had that big double early. He's only got 1 hit in this series. Perez staying in there. And he lines that one to center. That's going to fall in. Base hit for him. And Hannibal, I'm going to let him bat. It's full count. And he grounds to the first baseman. He's going to step on the bag to get him out. All right, so 19-4. Just 2 more innings left. Suzuki up. Always dangerous. And he lines that one to right for a base hit. Haven't been able to get him out at all this game, or this series. He's hitting 600 now. I'm going to play double play depth. It's 2-2 count. And he hits to Koopman, but they can't turn the double play. So Perez is out of there. Oh, man. So I'm going to have to bring in Lockhart to play short. He's decent at short, but he's not the guy I want in there, really. I could put him at third. Move Gutierrez, who's a little bit better at short. Put him at short. I think, yeah, we'll look when we get to the game. Yeah, Lockhart's a pretty good defensive third baseman. So I'm going to play double play depth again. Hannibal, not good at holding the runner. I'm going to hold that runner. And that's going to be a liner to right that falls in. But the runner was slow, but he's still going to get to third. So now we got, I'm just going to play double play depth. I'll concede the run at this point. It's full count. And he walks him. I was hoping Hannibal could get through this game. Save her bullpen. So Leal up. I'm going to play infield in. May regret that. Nope. Grounder to short. It's going to get the force out at home, so keeps him from scoring. And now Kettler up. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out. Good job from Hannibal to get out of that tricky situation there. And now Koopman leading off in the bottom of the 8th. Grounder to short should be an easy out, but he's had a good game. And we got Steve Bond up. He's 3-0. He might get on base here. And he draws a walk. Man, should I do a stolen base? They're bringing in a lefty here who's got a good hold rating, so I'm gonna let Gutierrez bat. But they have gone through that bullpen. I don't know how many pitchers they've used. I'll have to check that. Gutierrez hits one to left. That's going to be an out. And now Gordon, big game from him. Driven in 4, and that's going to be another base hit. And Bond, pretty speedy. He gets to third easy. Third hit, I think, of the game for Gordon. Maybe his 4th. He's hitting 462 now for the series. I know I started it out saying, hey, he's had a tough series, but not now. So I'm going to leave Riggs in there. 2-2, and he strikes out looking. I may not start him in this next game. I keep hoping he's going to have a good one, but not really. Aside from like a walk, that's been about the only thing he gave me this game. So we're in the 9th inning. This could close it out. First batter grounds out the second. And then Howard up. He's a spray hitter. I'm just going to play everybody straight away. And he swings and misses. So Hannibal's really done a great job coming in here in relief. 2 away. And a pop-up. This should do it. And foul ground. Gordon gets it. So we get a game back, down 2-1 in the series. But what a game. 19 runs. Like I said, I think that's the most I've ever scored in a game I've played out. Certainly, I don't think I've ever done that in the world, in the playoffs. But everybody on the starting lineup got a hit. Multiple hits from some. Riggs, had probably the worst game, 1 for 5. Scored a couple runs, drew a walk, but could have been better. But Gordon, 4 for 5, scored 5, drove in 4. Gutierrez, 2 for 6, drove in 5. Koopman, 3 for 6, scored 3. Dion, solid enough to give us the win. Gordon, easily the player of the game. So great job, and a lot of achievements in this game. Gordon, apparently, for all his runs that he scored. Starting lineup, everybody got a hit. 6 hits in an inning. I'm not sure what that one is. A lot of achievements, though. All right, so we're getting kind of long in this one. I would like to. That game just went a little bit longer than I thought, so I'm probably going to skip an episode and save it for the next time, where we'll play one more game with Arizona at home, and then hopefully force that game 5 on the road against Arizona. I'm probably going to be going with, looking at the coverage here, Contreras. They want me to go with him. If I'm looking at who's ready, he's it. I mean, unless I go with Mayhew. I think I would still rather have Contreras in there. Gave me 14 wins this year. I think a righty matches up a little bit better with that lineup than a lefty, so that's what I'll be doing next game. And I'll try to get, if it takes both games, I'll try to get both games in there. But what a game. That was a lot of offense. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode.